Hello, everyone. Again, yes, we would love to present a summary of our research and project on extractive listening practices. And I think we would share the task. I will tell a little bit of about it, and Arwina help to show a visual part of what we have so far. So some time ago, our attraction was drawn by a project called Gotham. I don't know if we can see the shared screen. Yeah, super. In 2017, State Police of Hessen, it's a federal state in Germany, had started to use Gotham, surveillance software developed by infamous Palantir Technologies. It is also known as Hessen Data, and in a nutshell is a big analysis and evaluation platform for predictive policing. So Hessen Data coordinates information from police databases with phone records and social media accounts. This tool is intended to, as they claim at least, investigate potential criminals and terrorists and prevent planned crimes. A number of civil rights organizations jointly filed a constitutional complaint against Hessen police, and in February 2023, Federal Constitutional Court of Germany declared Hessen Data to be illegal. However, final verdict is regional police authorities must rewrite their local legislation so it passes to usage of this platform. That should happen by September this year, and Hessen police can still keep using the platform. The same year, when Gotham was first implemented, German Federal Office for Migration and Refugees started using voice recognition technologies for determining asylum seekers' country of origin. Among other European countries, at least to our knowledge, Germany became first and so far is only state that introduced this automated dialect identification assistance system for handling undocumented asylum seekers applications. This system has been consistently criticized as unsuitable for language analysis by human rights activists, immigration lawyers, social scientists, as well as linguists themselves. Due to its non-transparent mechanisms. It's not clear how collecting and processing voices is happening, and amongst other discriminatory practices executed by German Office for Migration and Refugees, for example, mobile phones data checks involuntarily. They serve to justify deportations of asylum seekers in a nutshell. In June 2018, this tool was awarded the best digitization project in the competition for modernization of public administration. German Office for Migration and Refugees describe themselves or present themselves as a pioneer in automation, and now they seek to expand this system at the European level. So Federal Office has shared language samples with authorities in Netherlands and also exchanged information regarding the system with 6 countries of European Union: Austria, Finland, Greece, Lithuania, Norway, Sweden, and Switzerland. And in 2022, the system was first time tested as a part of pilot project between these countries. So DIS and Gotham projects might sound like dystopian fever dreams brought to life by masterminds of German bureaucracy, but in fact, history of listening machines dates way back to 17th century. In 1673, versatile German scholar called Athanasius Kircher. Probably this name is familiar to people in our group. Invented so-called token statue, also known as Statua Cetophonica. This proto-eavesdropping system consisted of spiral tube that was functioning as a microphone and was capturing conversations from public piazzas, squares, and transmitting them into private chambers of aristocrats. During First World War, a linguist, self-proclaimed linguist, he was a teacher in the school actually, called Wilhelm Dogen, put forward an initiative aimed at using, this is a quote, using the involuntary state of prisoners of war held in Germany for sound recordings of speech, end of the quote. In alliance between military, scientific community, and entertainment industry, detainees have been involved in ambitious and violent project of colonial knowledge production. The ambition was to create a sound archive of all peoples of the world. Dogen cooperated with Odeon company that made recordings on wax cylinders, and later these discs were copied and available for sale. So today this traveling collection is digitalized and held in Lautarchiv, Sound Archive, in Humboldt University in Berlin. A decade after, Dogen again recorded the voices of imprisoned men in Berlin and Brandenburg penitentiaries, intending to uncover what he was calling essential aspects of their criminal character. Concurrently, philologist Edward Sewers applied Dogen's complex sound analysis system to identify criminals, and he was even claiming that he can distinguish between voices of poets, musicians, and labor workers. In Second World War, between 1939 and 42, sound recordings were made again in prisoners of war camps, involving Polish, Russian, Serbian soldiers, as well as African soldiers who fight for French army. Today, algorithms-driven waves of audio data carry a lot of things. It's YouTube content, it's gunshots of racialized policing, it's booming music, whatnot. But long before bot networks engage in listening to AI-generated tracks on Spotify, German filmmaker Harun Farocki described such phenomenon as emerging operationalism. Machine create data, in our case study sound, and send it to other machine to be processed, therefore extinguishing consumers' desire before it even emerged, and in general obliterating the figure of the subject, of the listener as a whole. So current extractivist practices are characterized by bigger ambitions to cover all the possible sounds. So it's not only voice and speech, it's also paralanguage, it's even spatial soundscape. And we can clearly see how over centuries those in power developed the idea of connecting voice with social status, race, and marginalization. And for us, the big question is how can we talk about this matter and its scale in accessible language and also in engaging manner. We decided to use in our project a metaphor of an iceberg. And based on this research, Arwina and I decided to develop a computer game. Maybe we can I don't know, later a little bit make a screen share of some scenes. So I think we're already a little bit beyond the timing. I maybe just will tell a few words about the game, and Arwina could show a few scenes and screenshots if that is possible. So the draft name for game is Machine Mourning, and it is based on sound datasets trained with our voices. It might fall in category of narrative focused walking simulators, and it is played from first-person perspective. So gameplay is primarily split between exploration, investigation, and puzzle solving. I don't know if we should already show the excerpts of the game. Yeah, so basically a sci-fi plot of it unfolds in 2073 at opera premiere staged on melting glacier. And this opera theater is located at heavily guarded zone called Aqua Valley. Aqua Valley is an ecosystem built in the former Arctic and accessible exclusively for big tech aristocracy and their entourage. It is one of few remaining areas on the Earth with clean water and relatively cool climate. So the game starts with the player winning the lottery, but what a disappointment! Instead of expected cash prize, they got a ticket to opening night gala. As performance happens in not too distant future, player is teleported through intersecting cracks in space-time continuum straight to this hyped premiere at North Opera House. And on the red carpet, player meets Diva, the ghost of deceased opera idol that is trapped in hologram by entertainment conglomerate and forced to perform eternally to elite public. Diva appears on the stage and show begins, but shortly after power outage followed by gunshot plunges theater into the darkness. Player comes back to teleport and finds out that circuits burned as a result of electricity drop, and connection with player's native dimension is lost. So the mission of player is to come back home before their body mutate under the impact of hostile and toxic environment. And they have to piece together the clues, discover what happened in this future world, and find a way, basically, to save the planet in order to come back. And player always led to the clues via sound. So this is a project. I don't know, maybe we can also show a few stills from it. I don't know. Should we show a few stills from it?
Which one?
I don't know, like the one of screenshots we made, like no.
Oh,
I don't know, like, but we are probably already really beyond the timing, so we don't want to take much of other people's time.
No worries. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't know.
Sure.
Arwina, can you help me to show other screenshots we made, like renders we have?
I think I showed them already.
Oh, you showed them already. Okay, so sorry, I was just like concentrated on other things. I think we already showed everything that we would love to show. Yeah, this is shortly our project, and yeah, we are developing further. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening.